Well, this is probably pretty odd looking assortment, but what I'm going to do is a couple of tests this morning and a modification. There's a YouTube channel, and the username that the gentleman goes by is Big Monkey, and he does some interesting things with setting up fire. So I'm going to try that today. If it works, I'll know, and I'll measure the time for the burn, that sort of thing. So these will come into play for that. I'll show a little bit of it. This was tin I made some char cloth in. I want to try, if it all goes well, I'll try making some more. The matches are for lighting the fire when I get that started. This is my knife of choice, and you see me have this out. It's a very, very good knife in my mind. But in my case, I keep my fire steel that has that compass on it, and I keep the striker. Well, what I'm going to do today is change my setup on that. I don't want to just lay this compass on the ground, or on the cement. I'm going to lay it over like this. I have a package of snelled hooks. Most of you know what snelled hooks are. If you don't, they're just hooks that have a nylon leader. So if I'm out in the wilderness and I need to make cordage, I can always make cordage out of something. But it's not going to be necessarily good for putting on hooks. And it's going to be very large and visible. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take 3 of these snelled hooks. I picked these up at Walmart last night, $1.16 for that package of 6. And I'll take one of them, and you notice I'm being careful where my finger is in relation to the hook. And I'm just going to wrap the leader around my finger. I'm going to take a piece of tape and I'm going to tape the snelled leader. I'm going to go through and do that with all 3 of these. Being careful to make sure that I can keep my line intact and keep the barb covered, shielded. Now, I haven't tried doing this ahead of time, so it's always a possibility that I'll go back and redo this to make it look better. We'll see. Now, what I'm going to do now is get my hooks placed on my magnesium strip. And a little tape just to protect. Now, this will fit back in my case. and my knife back in its sheath. Now, if this is no longer in there, yeah, the edge of my blade, the back edge, not the actual cutting edge, will be used as a striker instead of my little striker that came with it. But that's not a big deal. And now I have fishing hooks that I can use. And with those snelled ones, they'll be a lot easier for that. So I'm thinking that's a pretty good modification and improvement.